And today marks the first anniversary of legalized same-sex marriages right here in California. Gay marriage advocates here in Bakersfield are planning to hold a recommitment ceremony at the County Administration Building later this afternoon. That's the same area where the marriages took place last year. An estimated 18,000 couples were married between then and November of last year when voters approved Proposition 8, which amended the state constitution to define marriage as only between a man and a woman.
It was 1 year ago to the day that same-sex couples were married for the first time in downtown Bakersfield. And to celebrate, same-sex couples are reuniting for an afternoon and an evening of celebration. 17's Tim Callahan is joining us live now in downtown Bakersfield with more on today's event. Tim?
Well, good evening, Robin. The event began just about 45 minutes ago. So organizers out here today say it's all about remembering what happened a year ago on that day and also about remembering the vows that were made out here. And although they say after the ban on same-sex marriage passed in California, they say their fight is still alive.
Being married is a wonderful thing. Celebrating my first-year anniversary is just awesome.
It's become a symbol of hope for those who support gay marriage, the day when dozens of gay couples flocked to the Kern County building for their first opportunity to be legally married.
We're here today to say we're celebrating the year anniversary of those who were able to marry, but we're also going to be pushing hard to make sure that everyone has the right to marry who they love.
Whitney and Lori Waddell were one of nearly 20 couples married that day, and since then they say there have been many challenges. The proposition to ban same-sex marriage overwhelmingly passed in last November's elections.
I'm thrilled and happy that we're still married, but we're out there holding signs all the time and trying to change minds and get people to realize that there's nothing about our relationship or our marriage that threatens anybody else.
The day after elections, Prop 8 opponents held the candlelight vigil in Northeast Bakersfield, burning candles to represent equality.
Marriage is one thing, and lifelong partnership is a different thing.
But not everyone is on the same page. Jeff Chandler, senior pastor at First Presbyterian Church in downtown Bakersfield, says the voters have spoken. He's still not willing to accept gay marriage in his community.
There's polls, in fact, that suggest that while the younger generation is more lenient and free on accepting and tolerance of homosexual lifestyles, there doesn't seem to be the same support of changing the definition of marriage.
We need to do more than rally. We need to do more ways.
Still, the Waddells consider today a milestone and say they'll continue their pursuit for equality.
We're hearing that there's likely to be a ballot measure either in 2010 or 2012, and so we'll be gearing up for that, and you can bet that we'll be in the fight here in Kern County, pushing as hard as we can.
We're live tonight in downtown Bakersfield. Tim Callahan, 17 News.
Same-sex couples around Kern County are celebrating an anniversary tonight. It was 1 year ago today that the state Supreme Court cleared the way for them to marry in California.
You know, we're here today to say we're celebrating the year anniversary of those who were able to marry, but we're also going to be pushing hard to make sure that everyone has the right to marry who they love.
Dozens of gay rights supporters gathered in downtown Bakersfield this afternoon to celebrate the day same-sex unions were made legal. However, many say the happiness they felt a year ago has faded because thousands of gay couples are now prevented from getting married. California voters approved a gay marriage ban in November, which was upheld last month by the state Supreme Court.
A year ago today, hundreds of same-sex couples lined up all across the state to say I do after same-sex marriage became legal. This afternoon, dozens of same-sex marriage supporters took part in a rally outside the County Administration Building. The goal of the event was to honor the local couples who were married before Proposition 8 banned same-sex marriage and to continue the cause to overturn Prop 8.
It's marking a one-year anniversary of when gay marriage was legal and hoping that we can have in maybe 2 years or so when it can be legal again.
The state Supreme Court recently upheld Proposition 8, but there are already efforts underway to put the issue back on the ballot in the next few years.
Gay couples in Kern County are recommitting their vows to each other and to the issue of gay marriage.
Today is the one-year anniversary. Gay marriage became legal in California, but it was short-lived because of voters after they narrowly approved Proposition 8. Jose Gaspar is live from downtown Bakersfield, where gay couples are holding an observance of the one-year anniversary. Jose?
Kurt, it was 1 year ago today. We were out here live as gay couples in Kern County got married legally in California for the first time. And going on behind me right now, as you can see, is sort of a recommitment to that, not only to each other, but also to the cause of gay marriage in California. As you previously mentioned, Proposition 8 made it a short-lived experience for many gay couples who actually could not wind up getting married. Right now, there are gay couples here speaking out about what it means to be recommitted, and also to not only to each other, but also to the cause as well. Joining me live now is I have a gay couple right here. Whitney Waddell joins me live as well with her partner. Whitney, 1 year ago, I remember you got married here. Why is this important today on this 1 year anniversary?
Well, the 1 year anniversary is really quite a road mark for couples, you know, to have made it 12 months and found out how to live together and make a life. And we wanted to celebrate that with the couples who married today and all last summer and say we recognize that those marriages are important.
Where does the cause go from here, you might say?
Well, we're looking at a ballot measure probably in 2010 or 2012, and, you know, we're walking precincts and talking to voters and trying to change the minds.
Just today, President Obama signed some legislation into law which essentially extends some benefits, federal benefits, for same-sex partners, but apparently doesn't go far enough. Your reaction to the president's action today?
Well, you know, it's always good when we take a step in the right direction. It's an awfully small step. And I think that it's kind of disappointing that Obama seems to be going back on a lot of the promises he made on the campaign trail. But we'll see. It's a long administration. We're hopeful.
Now, last year, of course, it was quite a different scene. There were a lot of people here 1 year ago today. Do you remember that day to you?
Oh, yeah.
For you, and what does it mean?
Well, I mean, it's awesome to know that there is a lot of support for gay and lesbian couples in this community, and we're going to go out and find that support and bring it back to the ballot box.
Whitney Waddell, thank you very much. All right, so again, gay couples here in Kern County are recommitting not only to each other, but also to the cause of gay marriage, they say. As you heard Whitney Waddell mention, they plan on taking this most likely back to the voters again and repealing Proposition 8. Reporting live from downtown Bakersfield, Jose Gaspar. Kurt, Lisa, now back to the studio.
Jose, thank you. Today marks the 1 year anniversary gay couples in Kern County were able to be legally married. Gay couples observed the anniversary by recommitting not only to each other, but to the cause of gay marriage. Jose Gaspar joining us live now from our newsroom with more on today's observance. Jose?
Lisa, gay marriage remains a volatile, politically sensitive issue today, just as it was 1 year ago when gay couples in Kern County were able to obtain a marriage license and get married. It was 1 year ago today when dozens of gay couples took advantage of the law which made it legal for same-sex couples to get married. But that was later overturned when voters approved Proposition 8. Today, gay couples marked the 1 year anniversary with an observance outside the county administration building. They say they are recommitting their efforts for marriage equality for everyone.
I'm here to ask religious organizations to do anything different. We're not here to impose anything on your family. We just want the same rights as everybody. So it is important that we come out and mark these occasions.
On a related note, President Barack Obama signed a measure today extending some benefits to same-sex partners of federal employees. But the new order does not extend health care benefits or pensions for partners, as many had hoped. Live in the newsroom, Jose Gaspar. Kurt, Lisa, back to you.
Jose, thank you.